All right, we'll start letting folks in. Hello, folks. Thanks for coming. We're going to start in about another minute. The session is being recorded, just to let you know. I did get a message from a few parents that could not make it who did request that we record today's session, so it'll be available on the web. And Marty and Angela, I made you both co-hosts, so if one of us is presenting, I believe you have access to the waiting room. So if people kind of trickle in, you can definitely admit them. Okay. All right, so I'm going to get started. Good morning, all. My name is Vince Gravina. I'm the Director of Curriculum and Instruction here at Woodbury Junior Senior High School. I supervise and support teachers and students in grades 6 to 12.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Marty Hill. I'm the Curriculum Director for grades pre-K to 5. I supervise and support all things curriculum and instruction and assessment for our youngest learners in grades pre-K to 5.
And I'm Angela Rogers. I'm the director of the 21st Century After School and Summer Programming.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Marty and Angela, if you can monitor the chat and let people in as they come into the waiting room. Okay, so we did introductions. Marty, do you want to just start us off here with the agenda for today?
Sure. Today, the purpose of today is to generally give you an overview of what will take place during the summer. We're going to look at dates and times, schedules, programming, ESL support or English as a second language support, and motivation. So we want to make sure that our kids are motivated to continue to attend, especially after a year like this. Right, so in elementary, the dates are the same as in high school. So summer program will begin on July 6th. The district observes July 5th as the holiday, and it will conclude on July 29th. As in years past, the summer school program runs Monday through Thursday. In elementary, the time would be from 8:45 to 12 p.m. So what will your children be learning? We are going to do an intensive program that focuses around math standards and literacy standards. We're also going to have a deep focus, especially in grades K through 3, around foundational reading skills or phonics. And those are the building blocks that help kids put sound parts together that make words that they can read so that they are fluent readers and then can comprehend what they have read. In math, we will focus on making sure the priority standards of the grade band or grade level are targeted. So for example, if I'm in third grade, I want to make sure that all of my third graders understand fractions. You can go to the next one. So our classroom configuration, we are having in this program rising kindergartners, so incoming first graders to rising fourth, or incoming fifth graders. There are 2 classes per grade level. We'll have 1 head teacher and 10 classrooms. And so in each classroom, we are looking to have 2 teachers in each classroom to support. We feel like having 2 teachers in each room is going to better support small group and individualized instruction. We really want to make sure each child that participates gets exactly what they need. We have assessments set up to make sure that that process goes as smoothly as it can, and teachers are working off of accurate and fresh data about each child. In order to facilitate the small group instruction, a best practice in elementary school is to have small group rotations to take into consideration the developmentally appropriate time that a child should be receiving instruction or intensive instruction. So there will be a group where a child is working on their independent reading level assessment, or IRLA. So the teacher is working on teaching them skills that that system tells them that they need. Then they will move on to iReady. They'll have a small group with another teacher around skills that that tells us that they need. Then they will be working on center work. So that's more independent time where teachers design games that support what kids need to know. So in math, kind of the same station rotation. Again, it helps to keep kids engaged, to not have them sitting too long, and also for them to be able to be a little bit in charge of their learning. Again, we have that center work where kids get to choose what they want, but the teacher decides on the front end what they actually need, and then those choices are available to them as they're rotating to each group. So they'll receive grade level standard work with the teacher, they'll receive iReady small group, and then they'll have the opportunity to visit centers.
So I'm going to stop the share right now to see if there are any questions for Marty regarding the elementary summer programming. And then we'll transition into the secondary plan for summer learning. So feel free to take yourself off mute, or you can type something in the chat if you like, if you have a question.
For elementary, also, I just want to mention, while anyone's jotting anything in the chat, that we are using the summer safari. So kids will have really engaging topics to investigate. And while they're investigating, they will be learning. And so we're really excited about that.
Thank you, Marty. So I'm going to go right into the secondary plan for the summer. So the dates are similar to what Marty presented. They are one and the same. So July 6th to July 29th. We're asking teachers to report from 8:45 to 12:15, with scholars coming from 9 to noon.
There are some questions in the chat. I don't know if we wanted to go ahead and do those before you continued for elementary.
Sure, Marty, do you want to jump in? Do you see the question?
Sure. So classes will take place at Evergreen Elementary. Transportation will only be provided on a as needed and a very limited basis due to COVID restrictions and our funding. But if you have a transportation need, on the letter, if you receive a letter, it will tell you who to reach out to, and that is the Office of Curriculum and Instruction for Elementary at Evergreen, and you can speak to Ms. Hance, Ellen Hance, or myself if transportation is something that is needed for you. There is one other question here. Is this for anyone? So this program, based on the funding that we received, this program is specifically for students who are at risk or at promise. We like to call it at promise, meaning that they struggled in one area or another or both. And so the initial letters that go out are definitely targeting those students that need support in order to be successful next year. And as we receive those permission slips, we continue to move up or down the list based on student scores and teacher recommendation.
Okay.
I think I got all of
Thank
those.
Thank you, Marty. So again, so the school day at Woodbury Junior Senior High School, the summer school day is Monday through Thursday. We are starting July 6th in observance of the Independence Day holiday. Teachers are reporting from 8:45 to 12:15, with scholars reporting from 9 to noon. So what does this look like? In the high school in particular, we rely on a credit system to determine graduation status. So Woodbury High School has a credit requirement of 130 credits, with the majority of the courses being 5 credits each. So if a student does not meet the credit requirement, meaning they did not pass the course with at least a 65, they are in danger of not having enough credits to be promoted to the next grade. So with that said, we are encouraging folks to who do not pass multiple subjects or even one subject to come in person to receive instruction from a live teacher, from one of our Woodbury Junior Senior High teachers. Pretty much any course that we offer is available in Apex. There are certain ones that are not, like world language and some other elective courses. But for the most part, the core 4, as I like to call them, the English, the math, social studies, and science are available on Apex Learning. We are asking folks to do a $100 deposit. This is a little different than what we've done the last couple years. 2 years ago, we started a partnership with the Keystone School to provide work packets that was totally done at the student's discretion without a teacher being available to assist or guide your child in completing the coursework. We are shifting that practice to continue our partnership with Apex Learning to provide our curriculum and materials for our students. The ask of the families is to do a $100 deposit that the families will then be, they'll be refunded that money upon completion of the course in the end of summer, early fall. So there is a little bit of turnaround time there to get the deposit back, because again, it has to go through the board approval process once we get the finalized grades. There will be at least one teacher in every classroom for support and face-to-face instruction. Additionally, Ms. Aguirre will be supporting our ELL students. She will be available for academic and social support. Students can start the registration process the week of June 22nd, and they can even register also up until the start of summer school on July 6th. So again, we are not asking teachers to do any type of hybrid instruction. That was a giant lift for teachers this year. Our superintendent likes to say that no one had to change more or adapt more in this environment than a teacher had to. So with that said, we all know that face-to-face instruction is best for all stakeholders and all parties. So we are asking folks to actually come into the building for summer school. Does that mean that your child cannot participate in Apex Learning? If they decide to do it from home, or if you're going on vacation, or if those hours do not work for your child, then of course they are able to complete the Apex Learning on their own time. But just there will not be a teacher available to assist or guide or facilitate that learning. Again, it's just not equitable to our teachers who have gone through a tremendous amount this year with having to teach at first fully synchronous online and then a hybrid. And now we're asking them to do the synchronous instruction for the summer school. We all know that students struggle this year and predict that next year will be more of a challenge. So again, we are coming up with incentives to get folks into our building so they can reacclimate themselves into the Woodbury culture. Miss Angela Rogers will be talking about, our 21st Century Director, will be talking about some possible incentives moving forward surrounding attendance and trips, credit completion, breakfast and lunch. Additionally, if students come for 12 of the possible 15 days of summer school, we will guarantee that the child will pass those courses necessary. We are only asking, well, the maximum amount of courses that students can make up is 2. That is a large lift just doing the 2 courses. There will also be chances for breaks to do social emotional type activities, group lessons. We have some social workers and school counselors that are working in the summer as well to provide those types of activities and lessons throughout the summer program. And then finally, for our rising 5th graders, the students that will be in grade 6 next year, we are offering a summer bridge program. To my understanding, this is something that we used to offer in Woodbury a few years ago now. We are bringing it back this year, understanding that students who are rising 6th graders do not have the traditional access to our summer program. So with that said, we want them to be able to come in, again, meet some of the teachers, meet the school leaders, meet the administration staff, and do some fun activities centered around science, technology, engineering, art, and music. So those are the activities that are being planned by myself and the coaches as well for your rising 6th graders to come and be a part of at the Woodbury Junior Senior High School. So I'm going to stop my share and see if there are any questions regarding the secondary program at all. Feel free to take yourselves off mute or write something in the chat. Okay. All right, Angela, I'm going to share the screen here for you.
All right, so for 21st Century, we have after school programming and we also have programming every summer. Ours will be the same dates as the junior senior high from July 6th to 29th, Monday through Thursday, and will be from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're going to be located at the junior senior high annex, and it's available to all Woodbury students from grades 6 through 12. And that does mean incoming 6th grade students as well. Lunch is provided and everything is free. If we do trips, lunches, all that kind of stuff is all free and provided as part of 21st Century. Our goal this year with everything that's happened is kind of to ignite students' spark for fun and learning. Get them back together again, have fun, and be engaged, but learn as well. Some of the incentives that Dr. Gravina talked about is we're looking at doing possible Monday trips to be able to go to various places for field trips. And that will be available not only to 21st Century students, but anybody who is doing summer school is welcome to join us. If they have done several days of summer school, they can join us the following Monday for that. We're gonna have team building, arts, life skills, physical activities, guest speakers, games, all kinds of activities. And we have community partnerships with the Woodbury Public Library, the Taw Center, Success First, and Apple Farms to all provide educational and fun learning for students. And there is a sign-up form that you can go ahead and fill out. I don't know, I think the slide got bumped. I can't see the bottom now, but there is a website there that you can go to our website, and it says sign up form at the top. You can click it and fill it out for the summer, or you're welcome to email me and I can send you that information as well.
Angela, I'm gonna stop the share, and if you wanted to, if you had the presentation up, if you can just copy and paste that
Yeah.
URL right in the chat. Again, I will be sharing this presentation. We'll have it uploaded on the district site, probably not tonight, but definitely by the end of the week. So keep an eye out for that. And I want to take this time now I also put Marty, myself, and Angela's contact information in the chat if you have any specific questions for us. So I want to take this time now and pause and see if there are any questions from the group. Okay, well, I don't see any questions. I got a few emails and text messages saying that there were some folks that had some trouble accessing the link or coming into the room. So please if you talk to someone that had an issue, please let them know that, again, this will be available on the district's website as soon as we can get it uploaded. And they can always reach out to myself, Marty, or Angela with any specific questions they have. Okay. Well, thank you very much, everyone. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your night and have a great Memorial Day weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.